Very good morning. Myself, Dr. Ravi Kumar Poluru, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Information Technology. So today we are going to discuss about improving team effectiveness. So here, till now, we have seen that how we are going to improve the software economics. We know that in software economics, so we have the 5 parameters. First one is size, and next one is process, next one is personnel, environment, and we have the quality. So we have seen that improving how we are going to reduce the size of the software and how we are going to improve the software process. So here the process is nothing but it is the instance. So this can be implemented in any uh, different types of the programming language, or it will be used in any subjective, or anywhere you can use this process. So here we have the software is divided into 3 types. One is meta process, macro process, and micro process. So we know that meta process is nothing but it is mainly deal about the organization, the policies, procedures, and macro process is mainly used for dealing with the project policies and procedures. And last one is macro process is mainly used for the team members. So those who are working in the project, so it will be mainly deal with the project team members, and it is having the different types of the procedures and the policies. And we know that we have that productive activities and overhead activities. So productive activities such as the how we are going to deploy uh, the product, and coding part, and maintenance, implementation, testing. Okay, so this all comes under in the productive. And we know that overhead activities such as the planning, so what are the actual resources we are going to use here. And the main thing is, the main difference the productive and overhead activities is, so we need to minimize these overhead activities so that the productive has to be get more accuracy as well as the efficiency. So here the overhead activities, so we should not rework, and we should not rework as well as reschedule of the any activities during the process of the project. So it will be get them more profit and accuracy, and the performance of the productivity is very high here. And how to improve the schedule? So we have the 3 steps. The first one is efficiency improvement. So efficiency improvement means, so we need to check that what are the main steps to verify that to improve the process, so that we need to consider only that particular of efficiency here. Next one is step elimination. So in this step elimination, in the second step, we need to check that what are the end steps, so which are having, okay, which are unnecessary steps are there, we need to eliminate. So using the end step, so that we can gain the end step process. It means what are the unwanted the process or getting in the steps through the project designing or the process, so we need to eliminate, so that we'll get the efficient M step of the process. And the last one is the concurrency and resource utilization. So here, what are the resources are there? So we need to give the efficient resources to the developers or the team members, so that they need to use these resources very efficiently to achieve the project in time and within the budget. So this is about the improving software process. Today we are going to discuss about the how we are going to improve the team effectiveness. So for the team effectiveness, so we are going to consider the COCOMO model. So this is a basic model. Okay, we'll consider the some use case. For example, so we can consider here like the use case as a cricket, or we can consider the football. Okay, so here first we'll consider the cricket. So in cricket, so we have the 11 members in a team, So we need to check that the for the skilled person. So the skilled person we can call as the team leader, and remaining other. So this team leader has to be have the experience how we are going to communicate with the team members and give the more productivity of the to the country. Okay, so you need to identify the who are the efficient and experienced bowling as well as the cricket in that particular team members. So next use case is football. So in football, so here what you have to do means we need to verify about who are the efficient and the personal skill and the experienced person, so that we need to keep the whether these persons has to keep in a goal, or whether we need to keep the around the circle, so like it. So the person who are the head, so he has to take care of each and every activity, so that to gain the more productivity, so the team will be very effective by identifying for the efficient and having the professional personal and experience in that particular process. So here the difference between the unskilled team of amateurs and a veteran team of experts. So there should not be a unskilled team. So what will happen means, so when you are having the unskilled team members and having the experts of the team, so what they will do means they're gaining the more experience and scoring more score here. And these persons are very, I mean, in the difficult times, they're not going to cooperate for the teams, so that the productivity will be very less. And within the time and the cost, it will be not be generating in a proper way. So it's very risky for the team members of, in any other directions. So what had to do means we need, so totally it will be become like a dysfunctional of the team members. So there is no cooperation between the one team member to the another team member. So what you have to do means, so we need to check that just hire good people. So for any organization, so what you have to do means we need to hire a good people. Means those who are having the personal skill as well as the experience, and who are going to cooperate as a team member, so that it will be very better way to have the good team here. So when you are hiring a good person, having competed with the team members, so that it will be very efficient and better way to cooperate to the team members. And next one is here we have the balance and coverage. So we have taken the case study as a football. So there we need to check that balanced way. We need to keep the members, and overall we need to coverage the full ground, so that it will be very excellent team. So this team leader has to be identified where we need to keep all these members in a proper manner. So here, whenever a team is out of balance, so we can call as it is a vulnerable. So in a sports, like in a football team, so there is a diverse skills. So this can be implemented in the software development team. So the team leader has to be identified for the skilled person who are expertise in the skills, and who are the beginners and advanced and intermediate of the skills, so that based accordingly they need to balance the data and give the models in a appropriate manner. So when you're taking that here, the team members, the coverage is very important. The key positions and strong individuals players has to be the main criteria to coverage and balance the team members. If, for example, if you're taking the team loaded with a excellent people, it means all are having the highly qualified personal skills and having the good experience. So what they will do is, instead of cooperating with the whole team, so they're trying to have the individual records and competing with the team leaders. So this can be very embarrassed to balance the team also. So here what you have to do means, if you want to balance the team, so we need to check that who are the solid players, like a batting side and bowling side, wicket keeper, and those who are the all-rounder. So we need to balance and cover the whole team in a proper manner. if whole team having the excellent experience and the personal skill, so they maybe have some egos, or the balance between the team is very odd here. So what you have to do means we need to check that for the few leaders focus on the team results. So mainly they need to, the target is to gain the game only. Okay, they should not be concentrated on the to score 100 or 200, so like that. So the first criteria is uh, the thing is they want to win the match. Okay, so that's why we need to balance as a teamwork here. So teamwork is much more important than the sum of individual. So as I told that here, if you're considering the person, those other person is having more personal skills and experience through the team. So if 11 members having the high skill and experience, so the balance of the teamwork is improper. So there may be dysfunctions. So what they have to do means we need to work as a teamwork so that it will be very helpful for the winning of the team members. So here in software teams also, mainly the project managers need to configure a balance of a solid talent, so with a highly skilled people, so that based upon the talent, so they need to assign the different types of the positions, so it will be very balanced and coverage of the full, as well as the project has to be completed within the stipulated time as well as the within the budget. So what you have to do means, so we have some features. The first one is well managed project can succeed with a nominal engineering team. It means the team must be have a good cooperation between each and every other one, so that it will be very manageable and it is in a winning condition. If not, if any unsuccess means, if all the people are very expertised and having some ego, so the project cannot be succeed within the stipulated time here. And next one is mismanaged project will almost never succeed. So as I told that if there is no communication, so communication gap between from one team member to the another team, so this also it will not win the project in a proper within the time also. And even with an expert team of engineers. So for example, if you are having in a team, we are having the 10 members. Okay, out of the 10, so 7 are experts and 3 members are they're not cooperating with the team members, with these team members. So what will happen means this project cannot be succeeded within the time. Why means, so there is no cooperation between the team members, so it will be mismanaged project, so it will always cannot be succeeded. And next one is a well architect system can be built by a nominal team of software builders. It means, so when you are having a good team, so that we can have the excellent design of the architecture system, so that it will be very helpful for the project. Next one is a poorly architect system will flounder even with an expert teams of builders. So if your design is not proper for the project, so even though if you're having the experts in your team or in your company, so it will not be succeeding. So the conclusion in this team management is, so for the team members there should be understandable and cooperation between from one member to the another member, and have well architect and well managed project, so that it will be very succeeded for the project. So here we have the staff software project. So the Bohum given the 5 staffing principle. The first one is a principle of a top talent. Use better and fewer people. It means while you are hiring, so we need to select only the good people, so that, and that also we need to hire only the fewer people. So not fully, like if you are as I told that if your team members is having the highly talented, there should not be any cooperation, because they're trying to gain their own recognition. So that's fine. So the first principle is, so we need to use better and fewer people as a talent. Okay, so This is a natural team size for most jobs, and being grossly over or under this size is bad for team dynamics. So what we have to do means we need to check that what is the size. So it should be optimal size of the team member should be there. Okay, for example, so if it is a team size is 3, so at least we need to consider as 1 or 2 person has to be a very talented person. Okay, if you are taking the 3 persons are very highly skilled persons in that particular team, so each and every person is trying to they are trying to gain their own recognition, so there is no cooperation between from one member to the another member. Or if you're for example, if the team size is 3 and if you're trying to only occupy only 1 or 2 members, then it is not a balanced team in a proper manner. Or if you're trying to recruit out of 3, if you recruit 5 members in a team, then it will also it's not a good thing for gain the good results. So what you have to do is we need to select a optimal uh, team members to minimize the pressure and to have a better understanding between from one member to the another member and complete the jobs in a stipulated time. And next one is principle of job matching. So while you're recruiting, so what you have to do means we need to check that the skills and motivation of a people available. So this is very important. So while you're recruiting, so mainly we need to check that the great software engineering. So we should not consider the unskilled or unqualified person into that particular position. If you are considering this person in our team, so what will happen? So it will be mainly help for the another team so that they can easily win the games. So what you have to do means we need to check that whether this particular person is will be matchable or he will be skilled and qualified in that particular team or not, so that will be very having the easy situations to win-win to that particular team member. Okay, so this is the another second principle. Okay, the next one is career progression. So in any organization, what you have to do is, so we need to uh, mainly encourage the team members to self-learn or to gain knowledge by giving the training programs or by attending the training programs or giving the project training programs, so that they can easily have the knowledge and self-actualizations to improve the self-actualizations for the long run. So the organization must be encourage each and every team members or the developers to gain their own knowledge. So here we have the good performance, usually self-actualization in any environment. So what you have to do is, so organization has to be motivate the persons to how to gain the knowledge, how they can gain the knowledge. So by giving the proper training and some having the good educational values. And so here the project training programs are purely tactical, and here will be very useful for the apply the day. So this training is mainly helpful for the long runs. And the next one is the principles of team balance. So team balance is very important because so when you're selecting the people, so they should be a equalized from. I mean, there should be a understanding between from one person to the another person. So that's why here select people who will complete and harmonize with one another. So that's why there should be a cooperation between from one person to the another person here. So here we have the little drippy. It means there should be a good team spirit so that we have a good team members. The team should be a balanced and have the many dimensions. So they should not be have any unbalanced. Means there should not be the person should be give motivation from one person to the another person, and they has to share the work and resources whatever it is. There should be a balanced team so that the team will be very good. I mean, to achieve the proper generation of the software. And if there is a unbalanced, so what will happen means the project becomes seriously at risk. So if three members, out of the three members, if two members are not listening and only one member is trying to do the project, then the will be very serious getting the risk here. So that's why what I had to do means, if the team size is three, there should be a cooperation between from one person to the another person and another person to the another person. So it will be very helpful to balancing the team and to gain the to complete the work in a proper manner. So here we have the different types of the dimensions. One is raw skills. So raw skills is intelligence, objectivity, creativity, organization, and analytical thinking. So here, while you're recruiting, so we need to verify about the whether the person is having the intelligence and whether having the creativity, reasoning, and analytical thinking. So what he will do to the organization, and the project manager or the team leaders has to verify about the whether the person is having the psychological makeup, such as the leaders and followers, risk takers and conservations, visionaries and nitpickers, and cynics and optimistic. So they has to verify about the, in different manner. So whether if risk is happen, whether they are going to take this risk and handle this risk in a proper manner or not. And the objective is financial, feature set, and quality and timeliness. So these are the main dimensions for the to recruit the good persons here. And the next one is we have principles of phase out. Means keeping a misfit on the team does not benefit anything. So here they need to check that so whether the person is a fit or not. If it is a misfit in the team, then so it will not benefit to the team members. So what you have to do is, so first we need to give the counseling whether the person will be change the behavior or not. So here we have the misfit gives a reason to find a better person or to lie with a fewer person. So this misfit will be demotivates the other members. If the person is not working properly and not cooperating to the team members, what will happen? So the next another person will be trying to do the same as this how he is behaving. So that's why it will be unbalanced to the team members, and there is not self actualizations and they disturb the team balance. So here we need to verify about whether the team is a good balance or not. If it is not a good balance, then we need to give some right directions to do in a proper manner. So here, software development is a team sport. It means each and every member has to be taken as a spirit to understand balanced and coverage between from one member to the another member and cope up with the culture of a teamwork and results rather than the individual accountability. It means so instead of the person who are having the highly skilled and experienced is not trying to do to make a century and double century instead of wasting the time and to the another person. So they need to be understand a good culture and work a teamwork to gain the win match. So rather than to identify the individual accomplishment. So here in the above five principles, so the main understand is we need to balance the team and job matching should be the primary objective. It means so each and every the team member has to be balance the team and work as a teamwork. And while you're recruiting, we need to verify whether the person having the skill and whether he will be qualified to that particular job or not. So this will be the very top criteria for improving the team effectiveness. Next one is top talent and phase out principles. So top talent and the phase out principles are the secondary objective. So the primary is so team balance and the job matching is the primary objective, whereas the top talent and the phase out principle is the second objective. So it means here we need to check that whether the team is balanced or not. And finally, we need to check that the career progression. It means self-actualization. We need to, the organization has to be motivated to the employees to gain the, knowledge by gaining the degrees or taking the trainings from different sectors or going through the additional certifications, so that it will be very helpful for the employment practice or individuals or organizations, so that it will be success of the team. Okay, so mainly it will be impacted to the market also. So next one is here, the software project managers need many leadership qualities. So when the team is imbalanced, this software project manager must be identified who are making misfit in that particular team, to identify and give the counseling in a proper manner and to improve the team effectiveness. So here we have the some crucial attributes to improve the software project manager in more attention. So one is hiring skills. So here we know that few decisions are important for hiring decisions. So right person in the right job is mainly will achieve in a success organization. So if you're not taking the right person in the right job, then the organization will get it the loss instead of success. Next one is customer interface skill. So it means we need to check that the stakeholders, the communication between the relationship between the stakeholders have to be gained to achieve the success. So that, so what are the main interface between the project manager as well as the stakeholders, or we can call as the clients. And next one is decision making skills. So here mainly failure to provide a clear definition of this attribute. Why means we don't know when we are going to achieve this proper good leader. Okay, so the good leader, when we run into one, so we need to take the corrective decision making, so that will be very helpful to the organization. If not taking the correct decision in time, then so definitely we are losing the profits or the project in a proper manner. So these decision making skills we can consider as a intangible, because we need to act or react in a proper manner. So next one is team build skills. So in the team build skills, teamwork requires that manager establish the trust, motivate progress, exploit centric and prima domas, and transition average people into a top performance. So it means we need to, so here this team software project manager must be identified and establish the trust and motivate progress, and to check that what is the transition from the average people into a top performance, and eliminate the misfits in the team, and have the diverse opinions in the team directions. So these are the main responsibility of the project manager, and to build a very skillful teamwork and team building. And next one is selling skills. So here, a successful project manager must sell all stakeholders on decision and priorities. So sell candidates on job position and sell changes to a status quo into the face of resistance. So it means the main objective is we need to sell a proper stakeholders as well as the candidates and the changes of the achievements into the target people. So it means we need to check that selling requires a continuous negotiation. It means so we need to negotiate with the stakeholders and compromise and empathy between the stakeholders, between the organization and the clients. Okay, so here the another way to improve the to improve the team means we have the 5 criteria are there. So the first one is create a compelling vision. Next one is establish the team culture and uncover strengths and define roles and promote team connectivity. And finally is celebrate success along the way. So this is the main task to improve the team. So here we'll discuss each one by one here. So create a compelling team vision means we need to, so the project manager have a team vision statement. The team vision has to be clear and have a positive to achieve to the organization. This is the first step to improve the team performance. And next one is, so we need to check that the vision has to be matched to each and every role, so that so there will be a 1.9 times increase in the likelihood of the above median financial performance. And we should be have the clear team vision, so that to build the energy and excitement in a team here. So the clear vision of the team members and for the project manager, so it will be building the energetic and excitement in the team members and balancing of the team here. So vision is very important to the team to achieve what they think. So sometimes it is impossible when the vision is clear, so that they can easily uh, achieve this impossible to I am possible. Okay. So next one is establish the team culture. So this is very important criteria for the organization to establish the team culture. So team culture is the behavioral norms, team values. It means here we need to check that what are the behavioral norms for the team, and team values. What are the team values? How they're going to interact with each and every other, so that to gain the optimal team performance is the most important for the organization. And next one is here we have the 2-year long study. So the Google is identified the what are the qualities for gaining the high performance for the team. So they're checking that what really matters was less, but what the thing is the team and more about how the team work together. The main constraint is here the team members has to be cooperatively understand each and every other and to do the work in a optimal manner. So there should not be any egoistic and to gain the individual performance of the teamwork. And in the researchers found that the psychological safety was the number one quality. So it means mainly it will be determine the team performance and the success. So here the quality for the team member is the performance and the success will be happen when the team members will be having the team values and behavior it interacts with the each and every team here. So the team leadership requires internationally outlining the desired behaviors. So it means they should be have some principles so that to shape the team members. So this team leader has to be have some principles to understand each and every member, so that to interact in the workplace culture. So that when you are creating a great team culture, so that it will be very helpful for the having the good culture in the team as well as the organization. So here we have the different types of the steps. One is considerate. So it means pay attention when others are speaking. So here nowadays, most of the 80% people are mainly they're trying to explain the things instead of listening. So listening is the main criteria when others are speaking. So we need to understand what they are going to tell. So that here the people must be pay attention and actively listen. So active listens are very important. So when you listen very carefully, we can easily try to tell what they are going to explain. So that based upon that we can ask some questions to understand based upon the perspective. Next one is self-aware. So we should be very self-aware. We have to admit this when you are having the self-aware and enthusiastic. So should be a positive attitude in when you are having the times are very tough. Okay. Next one is trustworthy. So the team has to be balanced when we have a trust between from one member to the another member, and we should not blame from one person to the another person, so that it will be accountable and it will be dysfunction of the team member. So that we should be very honest and delivering a good feedback. Okay. So we need to build a trust between from one person to the another person. And the last one is caring. So caring is very important. So genuinely care for each and every team member, so that we can eliminate the hurdles or the ridiculous. So what you are going to face here, so that it will be gain for the teamwork and they're going to improve the development of the things in a proper manner. Okay. And next one is we have the uncover strengths and define roles. So when the makeup of the team has been established, so what you have to do is, so we need to understand what are the strengths and team members brings. Okay. So we need to establish a good understanding between from one person to the another person, so that they can gain easily the strength and to have the good team members. So here we have the leaders play to and focus on the team members. The team leaders must be focus on the team members so that it will be strengthened and to fix the what are the weaknesses for the each and every person. They are going to eliminate these weaknesses so that the results will be gained very effectively. So that when the team leader is trying to minimize the what are the weaknesses in the team, so the strength of the each and every individual strength will be gained from 14 to 29% increase in profit and also 9 to 15% in engagement. So that here the team leader has to be pay more attention for the team members so that he has to be eliminate the weaknesses or the gaps what they are having for each and every team member so that here this team leader as well as the team members will have a proper understanding. They can gain more profit in the organization or in the market. So when strengths have been identified, so define each role so that every team members understand what is expected of them and what is expected of teammates. So the team members has to be our team leaders has to be identify the strengths so that we can define the role for the each and every team members. So when the team leader is identify the strength of each and every team member, so it will be very easy to give the what type of the role we need to give to that particular person so that it will be strengthened to the team member also. And next one is promote team connectivity. So here we have the uh, here we how to improve this team performance means we need to check that the timely communication between from each and every person so that we have the highly connected teams have been found to have a 20% increase in profitability. So when the team is having the good communication between from one person to the another person so that it will be easily gain the profit, that is 21% of the profit will be increased. So moreover, so that 35% of the variation in the team performance can be attributed. So that's why the team connectivity and having the good understanding between from one team to the another team or team members so that it will be very easy to have to increase in the profit as well as the variations in the team performance. So that's why the team leader must be encouraged and collaborations among the employees to optimize the performance of the team here. So the main criteria here is the team leader must be identify the strength and the weaknesses of each and every team members so that so if it is a weaknesses he must be try to minimize the weaknesses so it will be strengthened to the organization and they can gain the profit. Next one is celebrate success along the journey. So here we can have ups and downs through the journey. So if you are achieving the success, you need to celebrate with the team members so that it will be achieving the team vision. So we need to encourage each and every team member if you are succeed in the through the journey. If you are failure through the journey, so what you have to do, we need to encourage the team members. We should not disappoint to the team members. So we need to motivate so that they can gain the strength and to work for the team vision. So here to keep up momentum and encouragement, so create checkpoints and milestones to hit. So here what you have to do means, so we need to celebrate milestones when you're reaching the goals and visions for the team, and we need to focus on the progress towards the goals strengthens the relationship on the team. And what you have to do means opportunity to stop and reflect on the outcome. So here we need to identify the strengths, the strength of the each and every person, individual persons, and the weaknesses. Okay, when the organization is succeeded, so they need to celebrate this the journey. If it is a getting some failure, so they need to motivate to the employees. So when they're going to motivate while their failure, so these employees will strengthen the vision and to accomplish all the activities and gain the profits in a future. So that these are the main criterias which are gaining the team effectiveness. So the project manager as well as and the team leader must be encourage the team member. There should not be any dysfunction between the team members. So there should be optimal functioning between from one person to the another person. So we need to encourage each and every team members for strengthen the team as well as for the gaining the profits for the journey. And they should be have the clear vision for to reach this goal and vision of, for the team members. Okay, and here we have the another way to improve these 7 steps to improve. The first one is innovation at workplace. So we need to encourage the employees to do the work in a innovatively or to give the novelty of the work. So what we have to do means so flexible and innovative. So these members, the team members has to have the innovative of the products in a set of workplace which supports innovations and creativity. Okay, so this will be very helpful when you are giving the innovations, encouraging the innovations in the organization. Next one is leadership. So leadership must be, as I told that here, the leader must set goals and priorities for the team. So this will be very encouraged to the team members and the team to achieve their personal best. Next one is hire the right people. So while they are recruiting the people, they need to check that whether this person will be set to this organization. Hiring right person will bring particular skills and knowledge to the team here, so that it will be drive forward the company visions. So while they're recruiting any person, they need to check that whether this person will be achieve our goals and the vision or not. Next one is keep learning. The team members, team leaders, as well as the project manager must be encourage the team members to acquire new skills from a colleague or from the training sessions or through the online courses. Next one is streamline process. Streamline process is nothing but the process between the teams and the departments so that it will be maximizing the productivity. And next one is build commitment. So each and every employee must be commitment, creating a company culture and innovations and dedications in the building a commitment of the organization. And the last one is resource management. So this resource management is nothing but here we need to allocate the proper resources to each and every team member to create a spirit of a collaborations. So by involving appropriate team members so that they are going to achieve the vision and the goals. So these are the main 7 steps which will be improving the team very effectiveness. So these are the references. Okay. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.